Hola, hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy buenas tardes, días todavía, bienvenidos a esto que es una Brava Live. Arrancamos, nos vamos a conferencia de prensa del coach de Cincinnati. Aquí más o menos les voy a estar yo dando traducción de lo que está sucediendo allá en Cincinnati. Vámonos directamente al TQL Stadium, a la conferencia de prensa.
Good hold up play, a willing runner on both sides of the ball, somebody that can stretch the game, which I think in the moment's important for where we're at. So a physical presence, defensively, honest defender. I think somebody that could lead the line, that first line, in a good way, with getting pressure to the ball. And in our conversations, seemed excited about this opportunity, and we're excited to welcome them.
Anyone, we're at the forward position. So how do you feel about that group overall? And do you feel like you have enough different skill sets and like the difference?
We do. We have a good balance, I think, with Ender joining, with Ayub now. So Kai, obviously, we have different profiles, different skill sets, and things that these guys bring to the team. And so you're always looking to improve and find different ways to be able to attack, be able to defend. And again, we think these are good additions in this moment to strengthen our group, which we're already very pleased with. And we know if there was no additions, we're in a good place to continue to progress and challenge for things.
Looking at the match, kind of this
Básicamente dice que
Juarez is a strong team. I think, obviously, if you look at the most recent game in Leagues Cup, a very strong performance in Charlotte, and different goal threats defensively, an aggressive team, but an organized team. In league play, looking at those games, the results might not have been favorable, but strong opponents in Tigres and in America, Tijuana. And so just of analyzing the game, strong performances and good ideas in and out of possession to cause teams problems, but technically strong. The way they interchange, the way they move centrally, has been a part of their game that's caused some problems for the opponent. Defensively, like I said, I think they step to the ball in an aggressive way, but organized. They're difficult to play against, so a good challenge for us.
Yeah, you mentioned obviously the first Leagues Cup game and then those three games. How much stock do you put into each of those? Obviously, one being against MLS opponent versus Liga MX opponents, maybe playing a little bit differently. How do you kind of balance?
Yeah, we look at how these games that you analyze can apply to what we think they're going to do against us. And so always you're looking at what makes sense to prepare our group. So, there's only the three Liga MX games and then the Leagues Cup games. So that's kind of the sample size that we have to look at, but different types of game. I think the Tijuana and Charlotte games were similar. The Tigres and Club America games had some similarities. So good to analyze all of it. Good to get familiar with what is an unfamiliar opponent for a lot of us. So we hopefully prepared our guys in a way where they understand how challenging and how good this opponent is.
Yeah, fine. Just do you have updates on Kevin? Obviously still working on the side of him. And surgery that came off.
Yeah, Kevin's progressing really well, so won't be available for tomorrow, but I think he's on a good track to return here, with at least partial training in the next week or so. And then Sergio took a knock in the game, so we'll see with him if he can be available. But there's challenges there that are similar to what he was, some of the discomfort that he was experiencing prior. So we'll have to get more information and Who was the last one, or was it
Or
just us here?
anything else? I know you said a couple.
Outside of that, everybody else came out of the game in a good way.
Did you see enough from Evan to feel good enough about, I don't know if you already had a plan as far as how you were handling the goalkeeper position for this tournament, or? I guess-
Yeah. We had a plan, and Evan did a really good job. Nothing he can do about either goal. You know, the first one's deflection to deflects off Brian before Matt, and he's not making that save. And you know, the second goal is a cross where the guy's getting a header where he's trying to make himself big, and very little he can do there. I thought the big moment was the save he makes on Canales, beginning of the second half. Does a great job there. Distribution in a lot of ways was strong. There was a couple moments where I think the pressure was arriving, and you know, couldn't find the solution, but that's normal. So like I said before, we're confident with Evan, with our entire goalkeeping crew, and we had a plan going into this tournament about how we wanted to utilize that position. So I think we're on track to continue that way, but Evan did a good job.
Said something recently about needing to work on his defense and
Mhm.
more like an 8. Is that something you guys are, is that just him saying that, or is that some, like, do you see him maybe being able to add some depth to the midfield if you guys need him in that role, or is that just him saying? as a striker?
Dado knows what he needs to work on, and that's coming from us as well. He, you know, whether he's playing as a, you know, more attacking option, if he's playing deeper, whatever the role is, you have to be able to understand that role on both sides of the ball. So that's simple. He needs to, and our group needs to understand how to attack and defend individually within the structure of the team. And so Dado's done a good job, and defensively can still improve. He can improve on the other side of the ball as well. So that's him having awareness of being in a good spot and helping us with important minutes, but also knowing that there's more. All right. Thank you.
Pues está el entrenador de Cincinnati, Pat Noonan, que pues es muy, creo que nada más habló él, miren, nada más habló él, muy honesto, y dice que Bravos es un equipo muy fuerte. Señala que contra Tijuana, contra Tigres, contra América, el equipo de Barini supo ir evolucionando, y eso termina por ponerlos en la mira. Conoce, ha analizado lo que es su próximo rival, y pues buscará. La ventaja para Bravos es que el delantero Kevin Dinky, que es el titular, no estará disponible. Entonces, pues bueno, hay por ahí situaciones donde pueden aprovechar los jugadores de los Bravos de Ciudad Juárez para el próximo partido de mañana ante el equipo de Cincinnati. Ahorita también está la conferencia de Santos Laguna a las 11:15, dice, arranca la de Bravos. A las 11 arranca la de Santos Laguna, que ya arrancó. Y bueno, comienza en media hora la del conjunto del FC Juárez. Saludos a todos los que están por aquí comentando, bueno, más bien conectados. Como ven, si quieren, cerramos y abrimos a las meras 11 o 11, y dejamos este video como extra. ¿Les parece? Ahorita copio y pego el mismo título. Para que se quede la de Cincinnati aparte y la de Bravos en otro escenario. Así es que pásenla bonito. Nos vemos en cuestión de 20, 30 minutos. Aquí están todo lo de Cincinnati, y en un ratito más arrancamos con la conferencia de prensa de Martín Bari.